Hey guys, it's Chelsea. And before I start, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I have over the last few days received just an outpouring of love and support, and it means absolutely the world to me. Thank you so much for coming with me and for just all your kind words and your incredible friendships. I seriously would not have the strength to do this without you guys. It really genuinely means a lot to me. Okay, now to get started. This is the very first video. I'm going to take you back a few years. Right now I'm 23. I met him, and I'll say him for pretty much the duration of these videos. I met him when I was 16 and he was 15. We met in high school, and we didn't really even like each other when we first met. So it took like several months of time, but after a certain point, we went on a date and we started, like, we were boyfriend, girlfriend. And, he seemed like a very normal, well-adjusted kid. I mean, he was very involved in sports. He was a soccer star. He later on became a tennis star. He was really liked throughout the school. He was not in any one clique. He had lots and lots of friends. And he was very much the, like, all-American guy. And, we really just spent the first, I would say, year of our relationship just exploring, really. It was exploring each other, exploring first love, exploring your sexuality. And so that was, the main component of it. And it was really, I look back on those times and I don't feel really negative about them. He wasn't a monster, which is hard for me to say because he's done so much to my life. And, I missed a lot of signs. I really did. I was young and in love, and I was naive. He could be, when he wanted to be, he could be very cruel. He'd say things specifically to hurt my feelings. He would try and make me feel like I was less than he was. He was very mean sometimes, very mean, especially towards his mom. He didn't really get along with her at all, and that should have been a huge sign to me because I've heard it said that the way a man treats his mother is the way he'll treat his wife, and I just ignored it completely. And so um, he was not the all-American perfect guy that a lot of people believed him to be. And we could only go so far sexually because when he and I started dating, and we had been dating for like a year or so, my mom asked me to promise her that that if I wanted to have sex before I was married, that I would at least wait until I was 18. And I said, okay, I promise I will wait. And I did. So we dated over my 17th birthday, and we dated, so it was really more like the first, a year and a half, almost 2 years. And he would, when we were intimate, I guess would be nice word for it. He was very controlling, very much about what he wanted. And I thought that that's what a relationship was you did things to make the other person happy because you love them. And so a lot of it I was uncomfortable with, but I would go along with it anyway. Because, for example, and graphic, so I apologize. Well, I don't apologize, but he really enjoyed blowjobs, and he really enjoyed going down on me. And it took me a very long time to be okay with that, mostly because when he started doing that, I just thought it was weird. I was not into it at all. And especially with blowjobs, I was not comfortable. And that was mainly because when I would do that for him, he occasionally would kind of lose himself in that, and he would hold my head in place and end up just using me as, I mean, there's no other really way to phrase it for me. He would hold my head in place and he would fuck my face, and I really genuinely hated it. And I expressed that to him several times, and always afterwards it was, I'm so sorry, it'll never happen again, I promise, I love you. And of course I always believed him, because you're in love and you want to believe that this person genuinely really loves you too. And I think that in his own way he really did love me. I mean, we dated in total for 2.5 years. So when I think about him and our relationship, it's really hard for me because my feelings for him are very complicated. I mean, on one end of the spectrum, I hate him. I hate what he has done to me. I hate that he is still so much involved in my life, and that even though I haven't spoken to him in almost like 5 years, I still have to live with hearing his voice in my head all the time and having difficulty trusting people. I hate that he's done this to me. I hate that he's done this to my perspective. I hate that he stole that from me, my ability to believe in the best in people. And on the other end of the spectrum, I can't, I don't want to believe that he's a monster. I want to remember the good parts of our relationship. I still do. And it's really hard to reconcile that. And I think, that's part of the cycle of abuse. You justify the bad things that they do with the good things. Oh, he punched me in the face, but he can't be all bad. He brought me flowers the next morning. Like, he apologizes and stuff. And it's, oh my God. That's my roommate's cat. Sorry. So, let me winks. So it's really hard to reconcile those feelings, especially because we still have mutual friends. And as I'm describing him, this is going to be glaringly obvious to anyone who knows him or who knows us. And that's really hard. So I don't know. I have a really hard time dealing with the fact that I hate someone so much, and yet I don't want to ruin his reputation. So that's where we'll end this one, because it's getting nigh on 10 minutes into this. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll post more videos soon. I have other things in mind for this channel, and I'm really excited about all of them. So thanks again for coming with me and for being so incredibly supportive. No thank you to Lemmy Winks, who's shaking the camera throughout the video and meowing. So, no, I don't want you to come over here. That was not me calling. Okay, you know what?